Welcome back to the Center Strike podcast, guys. Myself and Tom are going to have a deep dive into the golf major last week, the Dubai Golf Trophy. And then we'll follow up with the other major, the PGA Championship at Quail Hollow, won by Scottie Scheffler. Nobody can stop him just now. Unbelievable.
The chef.
What do you think, Tom?
Dubai Golf Trophy.
Dubai Golf Trophy.
Dubai Golf Trophy. Well, me and you got off to a good start, didn't we?
Yeah, we were paired in the foursomes, right?
Yeah.
Foursomes.
Should we run through how it actually works, actually?
Ryder Cup format, basically.
Yeah, Ryder Cup. So you got the top 16?
Yeah.
Boys?
Top 16.
Top 16 from the professional team.
Yep.
And then and then the top 16 from the amateur side,
Yep.
right? So foursomes, four balls, singles.
Yep.
Over 3 days. Yeah.
Yep.
Ended in a tie, didn't it? But
Ended a tie.
unfortunately, because they won it the year before, they managed to
Retain the trophy. It's always a good event, though. Basically, we play all our tournaments all year and we gather points in the top 16 in the country, pros in the top 16, amateurs in the country, then play against each other. Great event, isn't it?
something that you build up to towards the end of the year, right?
Yeah.
It's one of them, as pros, like throughout the year, we never do match play.
I know.
And it's a bit of a shame, but
Great event, though. So
yeah, it's
good.
class, isn't it?
Like 3 rounds of golf, everyone on good golf courses.
Yeah. So first day was Creek,
Creek the first day.
and then Magulus.
Second round of Creek, and then Magulus, yeah. Thought Magulus greens were great.
Yeah.
Both courses were
great,
really
weren't
good. Both
Yeah.
courses were really good.
Yeah.
It was a draw, 16-16.
We'll get them next year.
Could just
Get them next year.
could just see a couple of lads in the academy just give me the middle finger there.
Oh, yeah?
I could just imagine. Anyway, on to the other major. Quail Hollow, PGA Championship, Scottie Scheffler.
Got the job done.
What do you think?
Joe, I watched the final round, right? He was a bit wobbly on the front nine.
Yeah.
And he was pulling a lot of shots.
Yeah.
And I think they mentioned on the range he was, if that was a bad shot he was going to hit, it was going to be that one. And he came out the blocks and
Yeah.
hit quite a few pulls. But
See, they were saying that, like, they were asking him, is it because you had to change your driver because it failed?
yeah.
Everyone was like, Rory's driver failed, but his failed too, didn't it? Failed
Yeah.
testing.
Do you know what I don't like about that? Where, what did they name it as? It was like non-conforming.
Yeah.
See, as like a non-golfer or just any type of golfer, you look at that and go, is he?
Cheating.
What's he up to?
Yeah. Yeah, I know you're right. That's the first thing I thought, because it's not really like ever come out. Do you know what I mean? Driver testing. And
Yeah.
when they said that Rory's driver failed, I was thinking, well, is he going to get his like trophy taken off him? His green jacket? I
Like
didn't know
right
what-
after the Masters.
Yeah. So I was like, I wasn't quite sure, but yeah.
And the media made a bit of a meal about it, and
Yeah. Because it was, I think Schauffele failed as well.
I think they tested.
Scheffler and Rory was
I think a third of the field they tested.
really.
Yeah.
I wonder
But
how-
I looked into it. The non-conforming, I was like, has he got an extra 3 inches on his shaft? What's he doing? Like, he's a wee guy, isn't he?
Sorry, let's go.
Take what he gets. Where are we going there?
Oh,
On his golf shaft.
okay.
But see, he's hitting balls at 190 miles an hour, right? Ball
Yeah.
speed. The face is going to take a beating, right? Oh, shaft length and ball speed.
Oh, Christ.
Macro's is higher, though, isn't it? Ball speed. Right, composure.
So, see, I heard Scotty saying, like, he's only... Right, anyway, I need to screw the nut here. Scotty said he's only had to... So I need to start us back. So Scotty said he's only had the driver for a year, right? And it's failed.
I feel like a 12-year-old at school has got the giggles and can't stop. It's amazing what you can relate golf to literally anything, can't
Sexual innuendos.
you? Yeah.
Anyway, I'll try for the 5th time. Scotty wasn't surprised because he'd only had it for a year, right?
Yeah.
And I was just thinking, like, if his driver, he's not surprised it's failed because it's over a year old. I was thinking my driver's about from 5 or 6 years old, yeah.
Yeah.
I would-
But that, I've had it before. Little cracks in the face, or
yeah,
that's probably the minimum
yeah.
of what they'd
It's because they
Play pool.
it's because they test them right to the limit and they try and get out, away with having the face so thin,
Yeah.
to get the maximum out of it.
And it's interesting because after each day, McIlroy didn't do any interviews.
That was strange. I was wondering why he didn't.
Because you'd think, right, after all that controversy of the head, you'd probably think he'd like nip it in the bud and
he'd want to actually go and just settle it. Yeah,
just to let you know, boys, that.
But also, you've just won the Masters, so surely you'd want to be kind of. Maybe he's just kind of going down the Tiger route, old Tiger route.
Yeah. Even in the press stuff, there was a lot of, not shutting down questions, but it was a bit like
blunt.
Yeah, really blunt about it. But Masters winner now, so he can
do what he wants now.
Yeah,
do what he wants. Michael Block, PGA golfer. Michael Block. Some rash comments. Tom, do you want to dive into that?
Yeah, he was the man of the moment last year, wasn't he?
Brilliant last year, playing with Rory.
Did that just happen, Rory?
Yeah, all in one.
Did that go in?
Magic. He was really good. Even that up and down. I thought his best shot was up and down the last. Do you remember that last year? Yeah, it was brilliant.
Was he? He was top 10, wasn't he?
Yeah, that's how he got in. I think wasn't it?
I think he qualified again this year.
No, it was 2 years ago. Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
Yeah. What did he say? So he's obviously not in amongst one of the top groups, right? Mm-hmm. And he missed the cut. And he said, the funny part is I wish there was a huge crowd on every hole because that's when I hit my shots. I really do. I always do. It's the weirdest thing. When there's no one around, that's when I hit my worst shots. That's something I need more in my life. It's a bigger crowd. I just need to play a little better as it could happen. I can only imagine what would have happened if I'd have been playing really good this week.
Bit mad. Like.
Yeah. So I think it was it Siwoo Kim? He'd like retweeted this comment, and he said, Michael Block, flat earther.
Oh really?
Yeah.
He was getting some stick.
Yeah.
But it's like when you go and play like your events at home and stuff, there's not going to be many crowds kicking about. So like, and you do well in them. Yeah. Do you know what I mean, to qualify for these things? Yeah. So shut up and get on with it. I know. You know? That's my opinion anyway. Mm. But in the field though, along with Michael Block, 20 PGA Pros, which was good to see.
See, given a major, that's incredible.
Very good.
Yeah.
Very good. Yeah. Not enough of that. Not enough of that. You know what I mean? There's a few more invites there.
10 of the 20 was the first time as well.
Is that right? Yeah.
Yeah.
Pretty good. And then talking stats, Adam Scott, 95th major
consecutively. Yeah. Do you know when his first one was? What year?
No.
Tom Kim wasn't born yet.
Okay.
It was 2001.
2001.
Royal Lytham St Anne's. Yeah. 21 years old.
And he's played 95.
I think the only person that's close to that is, I think it's Nicholas.
And he's only won one.
Yeah. What year was it?
It was the Masters.
Correct.
2016. What is it?
13.
Oh, is it?
Correct. I think it was.
But no, what a golfer. Really good.
Incredible.
Good to see.
Just given that he's lasted, okay, the golf swing's unbelievable, right? But injuries, fitness, to sustain that for that long is unbelievable.
Yep. And as always, like we always say, you know, a good golfer's great, but if they're a nice person, even better, because he was down at TFA a couple months ago and he was so good. Yeah. So good to everybody. Even let us like come in, video his swing, post it, reposted it and stuff like that. So yeah, really.
A couple of boys
good.
at the creek managed to get 9 holes in, so I was off that day unfortunately, so missed out.
Going back to Scottie Scheffler just for a second, obviously he's in great form. Where do you think, everybody's obviously comparing his kind of career, the way it's trending, similar to Tiger's in his heyday. Where do you think he can go, Scottie Scheffler?
So he's won 3 majors now. I was reading about his caddy, talking about just how he goes about the game, right? He doesn't do it for money. He doesn't do it for fame. He's just that competitive element of just winning tournaments, that's just what he craves off. I saw that thing by Nike the other day and they put up that picture of him.
Brilliant.
Just, and he's almost fallen over hitting the ball. It's just, but you can maintain it. Like the season he had last year was remarkable, wasn't it?
What do you think?
Can he get past Rory? Yeah, I reckon he can.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think he's a better competitor than Rory.
100%. The way he stabled the ship on Sunday and that back nine, I think he can go. We'll definitely get past Rory for sure.
It's weird. Like if you said that a few weeks ago, you'd have been like, "Nah, Rory's going to go like that," you know. And now Rory's had a bad week. You just wonder, like, you know, it's such a game where you're like, your mentality is everything. Like when you're high, you're like, you just think up the way, and then he's obviously like flipped round and it's just gone back, you know. And then you've got another one. John Ram obviously was hanging around on the front nine and all the way up until about the start of the back nine, and then. Last few holes completely crashed.
I think he definitely had an element of just going for it. I think he knew he was 2 or 3 shots back, and that shot hitting 17 into the par 3, he just obviously just turned it over and stuck it in the water. But
anything to do with like being a live golfer, like if you look at the stats, like all the live golfers, you know, since they've gone over to live, like their major stats haven't been good. You know,
DJ's one. He's a massive standout, isn't he?
What a shame, man.
I know.
Like, I remember watching DJ at the Masters and I thought, this guy is just got it all. Like, he's so good.
Yeah.
That year he won. He was just so good. And I remember Butch Harmon saying, like, this is the closest thing to Tiger he's seen. And now he's just gone. Like
you could definitely argue that he's cashed in and...
checked out.
Yeah.
Cashed in and checked out, yeah.
And I don't know about Brooks, though. I'm not sure I'd put him in that category, but...
Yeah, I still think Brooks has definitely got something in him for sure, but it's just like whether he's, you know, he's like sometimes he's just unbelievable and sometimes he's not really got a middle.
Nah.
He's either really good or really bad, you know?
5 majors. He's won.
I know. I do like Brooks Koepka. I think he's a gritty competitor as well.
Yeah. I think mentally as well, he's amazing in the moment when he's up there.
I just think if John Ram had been in... You know, throughout the PGA season, there's definitely more moments he would have been in the competitive element going down the stretch versus a competitive element going down a stretch and live. Do you know what I mean? You put live final few holes with a trophy on the line and PGA Tour final few holes with a trophy on the line. You know, the juices are flowing at the PGA Tour. You're not going to be really, in my opinion anyway, you're not really going to be flying.
You do wonder.
Live, you know?
I mean, you look at like that Neiman had an amazing season there. On live, but he's just, I suppose, in the
he's
majors.
Probably the only one in John that have kind of, you could maybe throw Brooks in there, that have kind of been half decent, you know, from like Cam
Hatton's
Smith.
been good. Yeah.
Cam Smith gone.
I know.
Dustin Johnson gone. Do you know what I mean? Like big names. Like he just won the Open as well. You know, Cam Smith.
Yeah.
And right after the Open, and he was playing so good, and now he's just gone to live.
Cashed in.
You know,
150 mil.
I like Tyrrell Hatton.
Yeah, so he's a competitor.
Let's talk about head-offs, right?
See him swearing at his driver this week?
Yeah.
Did you see that?
Yeah.
Like shouting it. What did he say? I don't know what he said, but...
it wouldn't be appropriate to say on camera.
No, like not repeatable, but...
you had Tyrrell Hatton. You had Wyndham Clark.
Yeah, that was a beauty. That was number 1 for the week.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
Shane's was quite good as well.
Let's talk about Wyndham's first. He struggled recently as well.
Yeah.
I think when he won the US Open, he was talking about he had a psychologist, and even on that full swing, he was talking about he was just like quite a lively character, right? Yeah. And even his caddy was saying they need to find a way to calm down.
Yeah.
But he's obviously just been struggling, and he's hit this tee shot and just absolutely helicoptered his...
If you've not seen it, search it. It's a beauty.
It's amazing, isn't it?
So he's...
It's actually so
let's
good.
describe it. He's hit it, and he's gone into the bunker, isn't it?
Yeah.
And he's holding his finish. He doesn't like it, and then he just recoils this thing, whoosh, smashes the driver against the backboards. Driver head comes off, picks the shaft up, and then just like...
He just looks at...
windmills it into the bin or the boards on the left. But you see the woman had to jump out the way.
Oh, I missed that.
It was almost like he launched it at the woman.
Like
That's what it looked like
javelin.
on camera anyway. So that was number 1. I think Lowry's is more of a head off than Tyrrell talking this club. It was a bit of bad language from Tyrrell, but Shane's just gone and buried the ground. But in all fairness, in my opinion, I think he should have been given relief.
So Lowry's hit his tee shot right in the middle, right? And he was pulling the tee box going, perfect, I've got a flick in.
Yeah.
It was a flick, wasn't it? When I first saw it, I actually thought his ball was just gone boom straight in, but it was actually a player that had landed there, and their ball's obviously
previously,
yeah, and he's just happened to land or finish in that pitch mark.
Yeah. Now, for me, this is where the rules of golf have to change. Your job is to drive it good and put the ball in the hole, right? Put the ball in the hole, job done, right? You hit a drive down the fairway, you're good to go, right? If you're in a divot or anything like that, you should not be punished. You should be able to have relief, right? Imagine you're going down the final hole in a major and you're in someone's crater of a divot, right?
Yeah,
now, there's people are going to be like, oh, how can you differentiate between a divot and like maybe not a divot, or like use your brain. See when people are like, oh, how can you tell if it's a divot or not? Switch on, like, do you know what I mean? You know what a divot is.
Yeah.
Now, if it's like some scabby wee thing, then no. But if it's deep enough and you can only see half the bloody golf ball, which you could as well, Shane's was like,
well, the ball was embedded, surely, wasn't it?
And it was like, I'm like, how's he not getting relief from that? So, I mean, if that was me, I'd have done a lot worse than what Shane did.
No.
You know?
I saw some of the comments. So he's obviously fatted it in the bunker. You can only advance that so far unless you almost like, flatten it out or get lucky. Some of the members' comments were going, he should be banned from Quail Hollow because he's obviously hit the ground after, just in frustration. Like you say, if that's in the wrong moment, you've hit a drive down the last hole, one shot leading the major, and you find yourself in that. Horrendous, isn't it?
I tell you what, if that was, I tell you what, right? If that was going down the final hole, right, and that happened to someone like Tiger, he's getting relief.
Well, you think so, maybe.
If Tiger's going down the final hole at a major and he's in that situation, he's getting relief.
Yeah.
Therefore,
You think certain referees and certain players might be a little bit of a
definitely like
sway to it, right?
Definitely. Do you know what I mean?
Poor Shane.
100%. Sorry, Shane. Talking about other European golfers, very, very good performance from Marco Penge.
Yep.
Very impressive.
Recently won.
First US PGA, I think it was as well.
Yep.
Recently won. Stats, very, very good. I seen Alex Buckner as well. His coach posted some cool stuff on Instagram.
Yep.
Good work.
Hits it miles as well, didn't he?
Miles. Longest in the field.
Go on, how far was his longest drive, do you know?
I do. 390.
I saw that, yeah.
Did you know that?
Yeah, 390, yeah.
I got some stats here. This is courtesy of Alex Buckner's Instagram. Ball striking, 1. Longest drive of the week, 1. Bounce back, 2. Strokes gained off the tee, tied 2. Tied second. Tied 2. Strokes gained tee to green, 3rd. Average drive distance, 3rd. Greens in regulation, 3rd.
I've got a bad stat on him.
Go on.
Putting.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Well, it just goes to show how well he hit the ball, right?
Yeah, I was going to say, those stats like is kind of winning number stats. Yeah.
But his bottom 3 in putting, right?
Really?
Yeah. Last was Benan. Second last was Marco. Sorry, Marco. And then the third last was actually Tommy.
Was he?
Yeah, strokes gained. So just it goes to show that how well obviously Marco played and recently won. He's also in
when I seen those stats earlier, I was thinking, surely he must have done pretty well. Like,
yeah,
he has done well, but obviously that's like really, really good numbers.
Yeah.
So it was putting okay.
So off the tee, number 1 was Bryson. Marco was actually he said he was second. Then Schauffele was number 3, and they're all the 3 biggest hitters in the field as well. So it just goes to show how important distance actually is off the tee. I know we spoke about live golfers there. Forgot to mention Bryson. Starting to like him more and more. It's actually almost quite exciting when he gets in the mix. He's actually quite enjoy watching him, to be honest. Well, given the last year of majors, right? He's Masters 25, he was second.
Yep.
Year before, Masters tied 5th. He missed the cut, the Open, Royal Troon, but the weather was mental, wasn't it?
Yep.
Won the US Open, second at PGA Champs, and then Masters 24 tied 6th as well. So he's there. I think this year he's going to win. He'll win one.
Like I was saying earlier, I was like, Rory's going to win everything, blah, blah, blah. But now he's like, it's amazing how quick it just changes.
Do you know a bit like Scheffler, where I always think that the boys that have done well in a major, top 5, close to winning, that motivation to win the following one,
Yeah.
they're never going to be far away, are they?
Yeah.
I just think Bryson's on that
Definitely.
in that category.
Definitely.
So I think keep an eye out for him the next couple of majors.
So let's dive into Ryder Cup picks
Yeah.
as of now, where they stand just now. So the top 6 automatic qualifiers. We got Rory, Shane, Rasmus, Hatton, Straka, and Rose.
So if you're Luke Donald, right? And if you were to pick the team tomorrow, who are you picking? And it's interesting because this time round, or in days gone by, it was always 4 picks, wasn't it? But now it's 6 and 6.
So you've obviously got your 6 there. Fleetwood, Aberg, Hovland.
So that's 3. You've got the Live Boys as well, potentially to pick from.
Hatton's already in there. Now bear with me here. Bob McIntyre again. Matt Fitzpatrick.
Okay, one more.
And I think this guy deserves a spot. And I think he's going to win a big tournament very, very, very soon. Aaron Rai.
Interesting.
Yeah. Who would your 6 picks
Top
be?
6. I mean, there's Fleetwood, 100%. Aberg.
Yep.
He was so good in that last one, wasn't he?
Oh, brilliant.
Live golfers. John Ram.
Oh,
Imagine him missing out, John Ram.
John Ram. Sorry, man. Oh, big Rambo's gone. Oh, shocker.
I should have actually reminded you, but you missed out, Jumbo.
I'm going to replace Fitzpatrick with John Ram.
Okay. So you're keeping Aaron Rai?
Yep.
Okay.
Yep. Because he's like Mr. Consistent.
Do you think Garcia's on the...
No. Move on.
Not having that?
Garcia passed it. Like, loved him, moved to live. No. Disappeared, man.
So 2-3 months from now when Donald picks him?
No, next one.
Not having that?
No.
You've been playing good in Live, by the way.
Mate, live like, do you know what I mean? Like, it's... You're going to say next Westwood or something, yeah?
Nah, he's past it now, isn't he?
Yeah, he's gone as well. Right, come on.
Right, Fleetwood, Aberg, Ram, what's that, 3?
Yep.
Hovland.
Yep. You've got to get Hovland in, eh?
Yeah. One more.
You got 2 more.
2 more.
Have you said Bob?
No, not yet.
Why?
I'm thinking about it. Do you know what? See, if you're Donald, right, and you're playing in America,
Go on.
but you're looking at boys that have played there a lot the last,
Yeah.
PGA Tour cards versus someone like, I don't know, a Jordan Smith.
Yep.
He's not played in America, right? So you probably, I get Bob in there, yeah. Is that 5?
It's 5.
One more. See, Nikolai played in it last time, didn't he?
Yeah, he was decent.
I think Nikolai and Rasmus together, how cool would that be?
Very good, but...
I'm going with that.
That's too many.
That's 6. 6 and 6. You got 6 fingers going
No,
on there.
you 5, and then you picked 2 of them.
No, I didn't. I just said Nikolai.
I thought...
So I've got Fleetwood, Aberg, Hovland, McIntyre,
Yeah.
Ram.
Yeah. And the twins, that's 7.
No, Rasmus is already in the numpty.
Oh, is he?
Yeah.
Oh, sorry, lads.
It's late, by the way. It's about 9:30 here. I was doing this.
9:30, running on coffee here, folks. You know who I'd love to see in there? And I was glad to see him back playing. Swings at a joke, guess.
Swings at a joke. Back playing well. Don't tell me.
No, back playing for the first time in ages this last week.
Norin.
Do you see the Instagram post of his fingers?
I know, amazing.
Love that, eh?
I know.
If you didn't see it, he was like practicing so hard, all his hands were covered in blisters and stuff like that. Right, okay. So that means like you're leaving out the likes of Garcia.
Matt Wallace has been on the...
Yeah, Wallace, Cantor starting to play good. Olsen as well. Olsen, Norgard. Dietrich's playing well, but would you pick him?
Do you know what? I remember Liam James talking about Wallace and how like of a great competitor he was.
Yeah.
And he just missed out on a Ryder Cup.
Yeah.
And he was obviously devastated about it.
Yeah.
I wouldn't be surprised if he was in form, he'd get picked.
Yeah.
Because he's been playing in America as well, hasn't he?
Same with Morong, okay? He just missed out as well. But Luke Donald's not going to pick him, is he? Do you know what I mean? Not after that last
Unless
time.
he wins 3 or 4 times in live, he's not going to.
I honestly think that's what it would have to take.
I would, 100%.
For him to even get a considered. Do you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Like if you win on live, it's just nowhere near the equivalent of winning on the PGA Tour. Not even close.
You look at Bob winning in Canada.
Yeah.
You can't compare that to
No.
a live event.
I would honestly say winning like Bob's event would be much better than 3 live events.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Definitely. So, that's your Ryder Cup picks.
Mm-hmm.
Strong, I think that's a strong team this year.
You look at like the boys that are already in there. So Straka's won.
Mm-hmm.
Rose came obviously second at the Masters.
Rose needs to be brilliant.
Yeah.
Brilliant.
He's imagine that he played with Bob, didn't he?
Yeah.
He's going to be that guy. Puts your arm, his arm around your shoulder, look after you. He's just that.
Yeah.
Just that experience is going to be so good for the younger boys. Yeah.
And Tyrrell Hatton's in there.
Mm-hmm.
Even though he's on live, he's done well in
he won
the events that he's played on the tour. Yeah.
And it goes to show you can step up. I'm surprised he's not done better in the majors this year.
I know. I would. He's ready to win a major. I think. Yeah, for sure.
Mm-hmm.
He's won a lot of big events. He's won like all the Rolex events, hasn't he? He's won like 5 of them.
He loves those Rolex events.
Loves them. Yeah.
Must have quite a few Rolexes. That's terrible. Right, so is that what we're going for? It's quite an experienced team. That's terrible. Quite an experienced team there, though.
Yeah, very experienced. Like, if you look at that, if you look at the options, like either of our teams are very strong, and you put them against the American team, you know, I know they're at home and stuff, but I think the Europeans will do it. I think they're on such a high as well from like the last one as well, and then there's obviously been all the the trouble with the Americans raging that they're not getting paid for it and all that kind of stuff,
See Keegan Bradley, the chat with him. He's obviously captain, right?
Yeah.
But there's, in terms of qualifying, he could potentially get in a automatic spot.
Did you pick yourself?
Do you remember he missed out on a pick? It was quite controversial as well, wasn't it?
Yeah.
And if that is the case, I think if he were to play, Furyk would step in as the captain.
I mean, if he qualifies, like in my book, he deserves to play. So
playing good as well.
Yeah, playing good. He was going all right there as well.
Yeah. So in terms of pairings, right?
Yeah.
Matchups.
Rory and Tommy. Similar to the ones they had last year. Like they had Rose and Bob were decent.
Aberg and Hovland. Off the charts, weren't they?
The goats.
Yeah. Was it to beat them? It was 98, wasn't it? Scheffler and Koepka.
Yeah, smashed
the 4 balls.
Really, really good.
Ridiculous.
Who was Shane paired with?
Straka.
So they were, aye. 2 big lads.
Pass his cousins, yeah. Look, it's quite similar, aren't they?
Pass his cousins?
Yeah.
All right, yeah. Sorry, Shane, lad. That's oh.
He's got his Austrian cousin.
Oh, Christ.
Get the twins together. Rasmus and Nikolai.
Yeah, so you've got Shane and Straka, Rory, Tommy, the GOAT team.
You got Rambo and Hatton.
They were good.
Amazing, aren't they?
They were good. Yeah.
Well, they're playing the same team as Liv as well, don't they? It makes sense, wouldn't it?
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, be interesting. I'm going to go to the Ryder Cup.
Yeah?
Yeah, I'm going to go. I loved it last time.
Centre straight away.
Rome was brilliant, so like New York will be incredible.
You wonder, like, the atmosphere this year for the Europeans is going to be pretty tough, isn't it?
Like New York as well. Apparently the fans are absolutely mental.
Well, you remember the Justin Leonard putt? The scenes there?
Yeah.
That was wild, isn't it?
I know.
Right. Jackson.
Tom.
Blind ranking golf swings.
Blind ranking golf swings.
Yeah. So I picked out 10 players.
Okay.
From the weekend.
Yep.
And you're going to rank them from 1 to 10.
Okay.
Purely from a standpoint of looking at that golf swing and going, love that.
Decent.
Or not great.
Okay.
Right?
Yeah.
Name number 1.
So 1 to 10.
1 to 10. So you're
being,
blind.
10 being the worst.
1 being amazing, 10 being not so good. Quick fire.
Right. Okay.
Name number 1. Bryson.
Oh, 7.
Oof.
Let me put it down. Okay.
Keegan Bradley.
Oh, Jesus, 10.
John Ram.
8.
Different, innit? Oh dear. Adam Scott.
1.
Bob Mack.
9.
Oh dear. Bobby. Morikawa. Like that golf swing.
Do you?
Yeah.
I'm going to put him at 6.
Okay. Garcia.
Good. 4.
Hatton.
You know, I like his swing. I'm going to put him up.
Do you?
I'm going to put him up at number 5.
Different. Lowry.
He's going to have to go in at 3 because he can't go in at number 2. And it's I do like Shane's swing. So that means number 2 is going to have to be this one. What is it?
Ryan Fox.
Oh, it's awful.
Shocker it.
I was
Yeah,
wondering.
that's what, when you blind rank them, that's what happened. So who was your number 1? Adam Scott.
Adam Scott,
Has to be Adam Scott.
Ryan Fox, Shane Lowry, Garcia, Hatton. 6 is Colin Morikawa. 7 is who's BD? I might put that down wrong. Who's BD? No, it's not. Who's BD?
Bryson DeChambeau.
Bryson DeChambeau, yeah. Number 8 was who's JR?
John Ram.
John Ram. Bob Mack 9 and Keegan Bradley at 10.
Keegan Bradley. What is it he does?
Keegan Bradley.
He hits it and he goes like that. Is it the old like head tilt?
No, he waggles the thing and
Yeah, but he hits it and he goes.
I don't see when he see that time when he fell out of Jimenez. Remember that?
Yeah.
Nah, see ya.
I know.
Done with that.
Just
Done.
respect him, eh?
Yeah, have a bit of respect, because
Yeah.
he's like
Respect.
a legend of the game. He's old and he's like literally squaring the guy on the golf course.
I know. Most chilled person ever.
Yeah, relax,
cigar hanging
man.
out his mouth.
Yeah, glass of wine and the cigar.
Mental.
Right, so that 10, right, if you're looking at Adam Scott, obviously was good. Apart from Ryan Fox, you know, everyone
You
was
did all
pretty
right,
tidy
actually.
there. Yeah, Ryan Fox would be down at number 9, yeah. But yeah.
Who was your last one? Keegan.
Keegan Bradley, yeah. I had Bob Mack at 9, but don't hate me. Right, so what I'm going to do here now, right?
Yep.
I'm going to give you a game, and I'm going to say 2 golfers, and you've got to pick which swing you would rather have.
Okay.
Okay?
Okay.
First one's a belter.
Go on.
And it's quick fire.
Yeah. I'm not.
Keegan Bradley or Ryan Fox?
Bradley.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Adam Scott, Rory McIlroy.
Oh. Adam Scott.
Olsen or Fleetwood?
Fleetwood.
Cam Young or Bob Mack?
Cam Young.
Okay. Lowry or Hatton?
Oh. Shane.
Westwood or Poulter?
Westwood.
Okay. John Ram or DeChambeau?
Oh, it's a tough one, eh? John Ram.
Okay. Keimer or Cam Smith?
Oh, love Keimer. Going Keimer.
Good one.
Uh-huh.
Justin Rose or Koepka?
Justin Rose.
Mickelson.
Uh-huh.
Mickelson or Michael Block?
Michael Block.
Okay, good mate. Well done. And last one is going to be Patrick Reed or Jordan Spieth.
Patrick Reed.
Really?
Yeah.
Over Jordan Spieth? Okay.
Let's see about Patrick. He just, with his big draw, Jordan, I just feel like he could go anywhere, eh?
Right. That was good. Right, guys. Thanks very much for watching the Centre Strike podcast this week with myself and Tom. We will post on our story Ryder Cup predictions. Please drop your predictions in. And join us next week, guys. We have a very special guest. Thanks for watching.
See you next time.